Hey everyone, it is Vincent for the Nerd One podcast, here today to tell you about the Anchor app. So if you ever want to start a podcast for yourself to spread throughout the world, Anchor is the way to do it. For multiple reasons. One, it's free. Download the app, you create your account, you start making your podcast. They even help you with creation tools to make your podcast, editing right on the application. Anchor will distribute for you. You're going to be on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, just by signing up. And you can actually make money from this podcast. You can activate sponsorships. And everything you need to make a podcast is right here on the app. So, go to the Apple App Store, go to the Google Play Store, download the Anchor app for free, or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hello, welcome to the Nerd One podcast. I'm your host, Vincent. In today's show, we got some news about Justice League, the Snyder Cut. So sit down, buckle up, we're going to nerd out. So, over the weekend, the first ever virtual San Diego Comic-Con, Zack Snyder had an evening panel, and in that panel, he actually released a short clip, it's about 10 seconds long or so, of a black suited Superman from his cut of the movie. Now, the clip is he goes to Wayne Manor, Alfred's there. And all he says is, "You must be Alfred." Now, this is awesome for two reasons. One, this is the first official look at the black suit. I mean, yes, we have seen before, but that's actually in a deleted scene, so it's not technically official. Second reason this is awesome. Because back when this movie first came out, or before it came out, there was a preview. And it was literally showing, Alfred, and he had a glass of alcohol and it was shaking. Alfred looked up and said, "He knew you'd come. Let's hope you're not too late." And now, of course, that we know what that is now. That is Superman. But, I mean, when the preview came out back in 2017, I believe it was, I had a feeling it could be one of three people. One, Superman. Two, Martian Manhunter. Or three, Green Lantern. And I had a feeling all along it was Superman, back from the dead. But I was secretly hoping it was Green Lantern. And why? You must be asking yourself right now. Well, here's why. Because remember in the movie, the Justice League movie, where they kind of did like the flashback to the epic fight of, the Atlanteans, the Amazonians, and the Green Lanterns, and the gods, kind of fighting Steppenwolf. Well, the Green Lanterns were there, they lost a member, we saw the ring fly away, so they had the costume figured out, they had the CGI for it written out, so I figured, maybe, just maybe, it was Green Lantern standing there in front of Alfred asking where he needs to be at that moment. So also, during this panel, when asked if he would use any of Joss Whedon's material, Zack replied, and I quote, "I would destroy the movie. I was set on fire before I used a single frame that I did not photograph. That is a fucking hard fact. I would literally blow that fucking thing up." So, harsh words, but at least we know that this movie, the Snyder Cut movie, will be purely his vision, his cut, his scenes. He also pointed out that this cut of the movie is not anywhere to be DCEU canon, but the original Whedon cut is the DCEU canon, which makes sense because since that movie came out, we've had Shazam, we've had Aquaman, and one of these days we're going to get Wonder Woman 1984. One of these days. But also, I mean, from the Snyder Cut, I wouldn't mind seeing a solo Batman movie starring Ben Affleck. I mean, I saw online that, you know, I'm not sure if it was a rumor or they said it was confirmed. I forget what it was. But they said that Ben Affleck has signed on for another movie as Batman. But honestly, I haven't been able to find a second source on that. So if someone has seen another source on it, let me know. nerd1podcast@gmail.com. But I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest. Honestly, one, because, you know, it's been so long, and, you know, Ben Affleck basically said that he was already done with the role, and he had moved on, which sucks. I mean, because he, if done correctly, he could have been a kind of a good age to Batman. But we'll see. But, you know, with all this news coming out, I mean, with a scene, with Snyder confirming that it's going to be totally all his, you know, cut, you know, there's nothing to be from Whedon in there, it's got me really hyped for this movie. And I'm really hoping that it comes out just as everyone's hoping and everyone is hyping as well. And who knows, we might be able to even get, you know, Dial Vicious World Radio and the Gotham Brothers back on this show to kind of discuss it after the Snyder Cut Justice League movie comes out in 2021. And right now, projections do show that it is a February 2021 release. Once again, you will find it on HBO Max, but as right now, they're still giving out 7-day free trials. So, you know, let's get those email accounts going and have them prepped for when this thing comes out. Unless they have like some sort of like, you gotta pay a month in advance, which still worth it. But guys, that's all I have for you this time. It was a little short one, but just some short news. But once again, my name is Vincent. This is the Nerd One Podcast. Come find us on social media. We're there, Nerd15 on Twitter. Instagram is Nerd One Podcast. Email is nerd1podcast@gmail.com. But until next time, stay safe, stay clean, wash your hands. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.